Hello, I'm Dana Cowley, and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. Today we're interviewing your elected leaders, and we're learning the latest about what they're doing for you. And my guest now is 9th District State Representative Mary Dye from Pomeroy. Mary, thank you for joining us.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
You are a wheat grower and know more about agriculture than most people. Can you tell us what you're doing to help advance our state in that arena?
Absolutely. You know, agriculture is fundamental to our state's economy, and it's the biggest export product that we have besides Microsoft and Boeing. So we have an important role to play in keeping the state healthy economically. But we also need to be good stewards of our resources that we have, and having access to those resources so that we can steward them well is what my main objective is on this project.
Yes, and it seems that the state, even though it really is the backbone of our financing, sometimes people can be at odds with growers in this state, and that can be a real challenge for our growers.
Absolutely. You know, we have to have access to our water resources to be able to utilize fuel, and those are the things that we depend upon to grow the food that we produce. And we have to have good transportation networks, and without it, we don't get our products to the market on a timely basis. We could see that last year under the pressure of the cherry market. It was a disaster.
Oh, it's terrible. These are highly expensive, high quality, perishable products.
Extremely perishable.
And time is so valuable when it comes to perishable products. They're not canned.
They are not canned, and the cherry growers were forced to purchase 747 aircraft when the port slowdown was threatening the entire production. To me, it's just unconscionable that we would face these types of constraints after all of the risks that the growers take. The investment that we make into that land is enormous, and to have the risk added on that we would lose our crop right at the point where we're selling it to our customers. And we have demanding customers. Our customers expect the best, and we're capable of producing the best in this state, and we want to provide that to the world.
Well, and it is tough, though, when a customer is expecting that. If that's damaged, they might not be running right back the next year. And
absolutely
so
not.
There's some long-term impact there, too, to the economy.
Exactly, and the consistency. They need to know that we're a dependable supplier. And if we miss a market, it will be years to recover that relationship.
Yeah,
it's all about relationships, absolutely. They might not be as nice as ours, but certainly adequate.
Now, one of the challenges is there's growing interest in removing some, if not all, of the dams in the area. And you've worked on some of those efforts to educate and change people's thinking along those lines, particularly the dams that promote irrigation and the dams that provide hydroelectric power that our farming industry needs.
Yes, it is. Our district has the furthest inland seaport on the western coast, and that's in Lewiston, Idaho. And so those shipping channels serve all the way across the northern tier clear to North Dakota. It serves most of western Canada. To have those shipping corridors disrupted would be devastating, not only to our country, but also to Canada. We have an infrastructure that the men and women of our previous generations constructed at great cost, that we would not respect their work. The people that worked hard, many who died in the effort to build that infrastructure. It's an engineering miracle beyond that. And to not respect the growth that created. They built it, Frank FDR said that he was building it so that it would benefit our children, so that they could live well and healthy into the future, and that vision for doing something beyond yourself, beyond your own generation, that selflessness that our ancestors gave us this infrastructure so that at this time we can enjoy the prosperity that provides. To me, it's just disrespectful beyond the needs that we have today to be able to be efficient shippers and to provide the economic engine that supports the state.
And one last question for you. As we're preparing to go into the next legislative session, what are your top priorities? What are you hearing your constituents want you to do?
My top priority this next session is to accomplish what I started last session, which was working on wildfires. The wildfire bill that I produced was an idea that came out of a local fire department that would allow local fire departments to deploy aerial assets right in the initial attack, so that in eastern Washington, in these very flashy, volatile fuel situations, we can slow or stop those fires before they get big. Small fires are a lot safer than these big conflagrations that we've experienced in the last year. And you know, 1 million acres of our state's resources that would have gone to fund school building and keep our communities well, and we threw a whole generation of trees away in that fire with bad management and not getting on those fires when they needed to be. It's all about the way the funding is done. I got rid of a bureaucratic speed bump so that we can actually get to the fire sooner.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on the set and giving us the latest information, and we thank you for watching. This is Mary Dye, your elected representative from Pomeroy. Thank you. We appreciate you being here.
Thank
and I'm
you
Dana
very
Cowley.
much.
This is Charter Local Edition Northwest.